how can you do these different types of pattern using menu driven program. That means using switch case statements. The last video we studied about different types of patterns. Now you all are confident to do the patterns. In this video I will show you how can you do the different more than one patterns in one program using menu driven, using switch statement. Okay, let's read. Are you interested with that one? Okay, let's read the question. Listen here. Using the switch statement, write a menu driven program for the following. Okay, then what's the first option? First option is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there is a triangle shape. But see the number and see the pattern. See here there are some blank space when you create like this pattern. The shape is like this. Both are in this shape. Here the same numbers in same rows, but here different numbers in same row. That's the difference. This is the first option and this one is the second option. Okay. For an incorrect option, an appropriate error message should be displayed. When you see this type of question, you can easily understand this is a switch case. This is a menu driven program. That means we are giving the choice to the users. They can select the option. Okay. But we have more than one patterns. You have to do it same program. Using one class you have to do the program. And you have to use this switch case statements. Okay. What's the first option? See the option. This is a triangle shape, a pattern. In a pattern with a triangle shape, this shape. And here also one more triangle shape but different numbers. Okay. I think you all are familiar to do that switch case statements. You know how to do the menu driven program. Shall we start now? Okay. Okay. How can you start the program? See. This program I will do with the help of scanner class. Because of that, you need to import the UTIL package. Okay, to create a scanner class, you need to import which package? UTIL. Import java.util.star. The same program you can do with the help of buffer editor also. That time you have to import IO package. Import java.io.star. Instead of that, here I am using UTIL package. All are same. Okay. And for the class name, I am giving pattern menu driven. What is that? Pattern menu driven. Okay. Then open the curly bracket. Then public void main. You know, first you have to open a function. Then create a scanner class object. Scanner is equal to new scanner bracket system.in. And for the menu driven program, we have to print first or we have to display the menu first. For that purpose, I am giving like this system.out.println first option this pattern and the second option this pattern and close the inverted comma like this way. Then close the bracket, then semicolon. Okay, I think you all understood this one. Otherwise, you just 1, 2 like that way also we have to print. Then we need to read the option number from the user. How can you read? You give the message like this system.out.println enter your option number. Okay, and using this OP variable, OP, the variable name is as OP and the data type as int because 1, 2, these are the option numbers. Then we can read using next in the function. Okay, I think you have understood these things. After that, what is the next step? You need to pass the option number to the switch statement. Okay, okay, let's continue with this one, switch statement. How can you start switch statement? Switch OP. In bracket you have to give OP. Then case 1, open the curly bracket. First case, we know how to print this one. This is the first case pattern. Then first we need to take the row numbers. That means number of rows. Then for that I give one message, enter the number of rows and we have to read it from the user using next int function and store it to int n. Okay. Listen this pattern style. Here we have some blank spaces also there and we have some values also there with a triangle pattern. This one we know how to print it. Okay, but we have to enter, we have to add that one to this one for loop to do this blank space also. Because of that, I will start here like this. First, I need to declare all the variables what we are using here. I, J. To print this blank space, we have to use this k and p is equal to 1. That means that in the first row, no blank space. But in the second row, we have one blank space. In the third row, we have two blank space. Like this way, it is increasing. Okay. Here also, we will get a triangle shape. See, we need to print this one also. Okay. Then, for that, first I will start with a for loop to print these rows. And it is starting. The starting value of this row is 5. Because of that, I had to give I is equal to 5. And I greater than or equal to 1. That means it is decreasing. Up to 1 we need here. Instead of this one, we can give n. Because the number of rows we have to give. I minus minus. Then open the curly bracket. Then one more for loop I am using to print this blank spaces. What is the starting value? K is equal to 1. K less than P. Because in the first row we have no blank space. But in the second row onwards we have one blank space, two blank spaces like that. That means that if you start this program, no blank spaces for the first row. But in the case of second one, we have one blank space. Second one, that means second one. Less than 2 means you will get 1. If it is less than 3, you will get a 1, 2. That means less than 4, you will get a 1, 2, 3. Less than 5, you will get a 1, 2, 3, 4. Blank spaces. See? Like this way. Okay? This is the logic of this program. Because of that, I will give this loop. K plus plus. Open the curly bracket. One more for that we need to print the blank space here. System dot out dot print that blank space. Okay. Then next one. Next we need one more for loop to print these values. That I will start from I. Because it starts from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 like that way. Then first time you need a 5 columns, second time you need a 4 columns like that way. Then j is equal to I, j greater than or equal to up to 1 we need a j minus minus. Then open the curly bracket, you have to print which value? J. This dot out dot print, not a print line, print j. After the blank space, we need to print these values. Then we need to print the value of j. Then close the bracket. We need a next line. For that purpose, I am doing like this. System dot out dot. After closing this bracket, out dot print line. Okay. Then close these two brackets. We have to close this bracket, these two brackets here. 2, 3 open. 1, 2, 3, 1 bracket. Okay. Then you will get like this pattern if you do like this. Okay. After all, we have to print a break statement to close the first case. This is the first pattern. I think you all got this one. Then if you give a slight change in this one, you can make the second pattern. How? See, in the second pattern, we are using the same logic, but the values are different here. Here 5, 5. Here 4, 4, 4, 4. 3, 3, 3, 2, 1. This is the second pattern. You just change how? Case 2. Okay. And how can you read the number of rows? Use another variable. Because the same thing. But otherwise no need to read this one because first we have read in the first case, then you again read the second case. Okay. For the second case, int m, I use here m. The same type, but the values are different and you can give instead of n here m. Okay. And which value we have to print here? For the first row the same value. For the second row the same value. Like that way. Then I just change the value of j to I. Have to print the value of I. In each row we will get the same values. Okay. And if you make a slight change in this one, you will get the program easily. Do you understood this one? If user give another option other than 1 or 2, sometimes they will type 5 like that way. Then we have to give an error message to them. How? Using a default statement in such case. default system dot out dot println invalid entry. Okay, if you like this message, you can give the error message to the user. Then close this bracket of, so first you have to close switch bracket, then function bracket, then close bracket. This is very simple program. Easily we can solve like this menu driven programs. What are the variables we used here? Do you remember? OP to enter the option number, IJ to enter the row number and column number, K and P to find the to print the space of that pattern. Okay, and N to enter the row number, M also to enter the number of rows. Okay, these are the variables we used here. I think you all understood this very simple. If you do like this program using menu driven, you can easily do it for the public exam also. Okay, then in using this program, you already studied patterns and menu driven also. Okay, I think you all understood this one. If you like this one, please share it to others. If you want to get my previous videos, please subscribe my channel. And if you want to get next video or notification of that video, just press on the bell button. Okay, we will meet in the next program. Bye bye.